Dear Dharma brothers and sisters, and first we are going to recite refuge, and then recite for immeasurable, and then we will start our teaching. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly. By the merit of generosity and other perfections, may I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. Until awakening, I take refuge in the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Supreme Assembly by the merit of generosity and other perfections. May I attain Buddhahood for the benefit of all beings. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. May all mother sentient beings, limitless as space, have happiness and the cause of happiness. May they be free from suffering and the cause of suffering. May they not be separated from the happiness that is free from sorrow. May they rest in equanimity, free from attachment and aversion. Oh yes. Then I recite Manjushri supplication to the Manjushri. Then you repeat me, okay? Kang Lamatang Gombo Jigten Jambu Yangla Chansalo Gange Lord De Ni Dindar Nye Dar Nanda Rasarvi Jenny Dong Jeyin Zecher Ni Je Togar Le Wam Zin Ganda Sipe Zurar Mare Muntam Donge Jizerve Rotso Gunla Peje Darze Yin La Zhuje Yang Din Song Ro Dar Cher Zhou Nye Mo Nye Long Le Jie Jia Zhou Dorjee Jing Mare Mensel Dong Her Nyöge Jenye Jonze Rardanam Done Tajen Sajun Tarson Yon Din Lezo Jarse Tove Ge Je Cha Je Dang Je Ni Jian Zhe Da Lu Men Se Jiang Be Yang La De Om Arapatsa Nadi Om Arapatsa Nadi Om Arapatsa Nadi Om Arapatsa Nadi di 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 Zedin George Chinra was Ji Dalu Demo Mumbarasar Ne Ga Dan Din Jue Yong Lo Do Ba Ye Lo Du Bo Be Nang Wa Zao De So okay, thank you so much. So first, are you okay? You are there? Not far physically. Maybe can you come here, this area? Sorry I bothers you, but I love to come close physically to. Because I watch there in the Zoom, sometimes you feel he ignore us anywhere there. If you are going to sit on the chair, it's okay. Thank you. Oh, thank you, thank you. So I read these for you and then explain that first. even if you have to face blazing infernos or razor sharp blades, search for the dharma until you die. Do you understand? So that is how I should perceive towards you, or that's how I think, how to think about you, because you all, some of you crossed mountains, rivers, and then dedicate your precious time and dedicate your, I know your time is money, but still you come here to listen the dharma, and you give value dharma. And some of you are participating from your Zoom, but same as you dedicate your precious time, you dedicate your money and everything, and you are spending your precious time to listen this dharma. That's where Buddha said that even if you have to face blazing infernos or razor sharp blades, search for the dharma until you die. So when I remember this, then it helps me to more respect your dharma listeners. If I think, of course, you are going to listen dharma teaching because I am spending my precious time to give you this teaching. So, of course, you are going to listen. If I feel like that, then I'm not a good spiritual master. As recently we talked a lot about spiritual master's qualities. So you remind me, Marpa Lotsawa in the Kagyu lineage, Kagyu master. You remind me Malarepa and so forth. Marpa went to India, across the border of the Nepal, 3 times. Sometimes his life almost lost his life because on the way, on his journey, there's no vehicles, no aeroplanes, so there are many kind of tigers, snakes, and some thieves and robbers, and so there are lots of dangerous things. But he spent his life for the sake of dharma. I mean, so for that reasons, right now we have this golden opportunity to teach dharma and practicing dharma. And also Marpa Loza, he wear very kind of humble, very simple clothes. And then some of his friends told to him, why are you wearing this very kind of simple clothes? Because he wear one clothes, there's some holes on his clothes, but he wear, and also he did not wash it, his clothes. But he still tried to get many gold. So that's where his friend said, seems you have this very deep or strong greed, because you collect lots of gold, but you cannot wear any nice clothes. And then Marpa Loza said, replied that I collect gold is for offering mandala to my guru, Naropa and Mitipa. But I wear these old clothes. I do not change these clothes because when I listen the teachings from Naropa and Mitipa, at that time I was wearing these clothes. So I wear these clothes. So I don't want to change these clothes because they bless on my clothes. So only this short story teaches us profound teachings. So he offering mandalas to the Naropa and Mitipa and so forth for the sake of receiving profound teachings. They also they don't ask him to bring gold and then I will give you teach. They don't say, but the reason is Marpa get many gold and he offered to his gurus. That means then Marpa start to reduces his self-grasping. Oh, my mala, my watch, my mobile phone is don't touch. Not like that. He offered all. And then Naropa is also not attached to this gold. But for the sake of reducing Marpa's self-grasping, so Naropa accepted this gold. And then another way, Marpa's son also said that other merchants went to India and when they come back, they bring many wealth. But when my father Marpa went to India and when he returned at home, at that time he brought only few books, something like that. Recently we use books. At that time they use volume. So his son said that, and he a little bit criticized. But then Marpa, he spent his life for the sake of dharma. So it often reminds me, your actions reminds me that Marpa Ho did. So likewise, you know many stories of Malarepa. So that's why I deeply respect to you all, and really I can homage you all to listening Dharma, and you give you understand the benefits of Dharma. So then your decision and your wisdom and your dedication, all of these occur from your profound, endless merit. Profound and endless merit. So then actually listening Dharma is a special wealth. No one steals it. And listening Dharma helps to turn on your wisdom light, and then in this very life you can attain Buddhahood after you listening Dharma and practice. And then today's our teaching is verse number 6, and it says, having found the profound meaning, stay alone at solitary places, at a place perfect in qualities. Apply yourself with diligence to practice. Sitting straight and in Vajra posture, establish mindfulness. As an antidote for fixation on this life, contemplate impermanence and death. Having found the profound meaning, so first, some of you already found profound meaning. What is profound meaning is Buddha nature. Some of you still not found it, but I trust you believe that you possess Buddha nature. We call profound meaning or Dharmakaya or Buddha nature or Sungatangarbha, whatever we call them by different names. It talking about your Buddha nature. So you possess the Buddha nature. So after you found Buddha nature or you trust your Buddha nature, then you are going to practice. So how to practice is to stay alone, solitary places. So stay alone, solitary places is means in the ancient times, for instance, Naropa, Mitipa, and Telopa, they all stayed in the forest. They stayed alone. Why? Because stay alone has less distractions, less obstacles during your practice, during your retreat. But then stay alone with a place, some kind of solitary places. Then your meditation and practices, they all improve very quickly. You can improve your practices. But sometimes you are stay with the family, stay with the Dharma brothers and sisters. At that time, you're physically not alone, but you mentally should be stay alone. Mentally stay alone means always apply mindfulness and apply bodhicitta, loving kindness and compassion. When you focus others towards other beings, arise or generate compassion and bodhicitta. If you generate compassion and bodhicitta towards all thinking beings, then your mind becomes vast, like a boundless space. And then all the qualities of Buddha's qualities, Yadam deity's qualities, Bodhisattva's qualities, Dharma practitioner's qualities can exist in your mind. If you apply self-grasping, only think I, then your mind becomes very narrow. So that's why if mind becomes narrow, even a single harsh word enters in your mind from somebody, then this harsh word becomes very sharp. So it destroys your peaceful harmony, happiness. So loving kindness and compassion are extremely important in this life and next life. Because loving kindness and compassion are the quality of your Buddha nature. Self-grasping is quality of your ignorance. Ignorance means don't understanding what is the karma, cause and effect. Ignorance. So that's why we don't understanding karma, cause and effect, and then we make some mistakes. When we make some mistakes, and then that imprint exists in our mind, and sooner or later it repents from our mind. So when we have self-grasping, then we start to criticize other beings because we can see others' faults. Of course, others' faults are faults. Bodhisattvas also see others' faults, and the ordinary people see others' faults. But there are huge difference when they see others' faults. How? Bodhisattvas see others' faults at that time. The Bodhisattvas generate compassion. Oh, they already accumulated negative karma. Still, they accumulate negative karma through others' faults. So that's where they arise compassion. But ordinary beings see others' faults, start to criticize. When we criticize others' beings, and then it reply, other beings also criticize to us. That's where there is a letter from Nagarjuna. Nagarjuna has 3 letters. Letter to the king, letter to the friends, letter to the public people. So from his letter to the people, it says, don't criticize others' faults. If you criticize others' faults, you also have same faults, or people reply same thing to you. For example, and he gave a story. So would you listen that story? So the story is that one day there was a woman. Actually, first I just clarify, it's not discriminate between the male and the female. Just in that story, there are many kind of story about male and female both, but this story engage with that. So there is a woman. And then she has married with a man. And then her husband was a merchant. So then he went to the business, the things for he traveled to so many times everywhere. And then one day, and then he bought many kind of jewels, and like bracelets and ring and earrings and so forth, and very beautiful clothes made by silk or something like that. And then he stays at home, their home, and one day she met another man, and then she contacted with that man, but her husband did not see it. And then her husband felt a little bit doubt first time, second time, and then third time he saw that they have a relation with another, she has relation with other men, and then he was angry. He was angry, and then he took away all the bracelets, like earrings, and the rings and other kind of silk clothes and so forth. And then he said, "Let you go. I will not stay with you." He said that, and then she could not stay there. She can't stay there, so she cannot stay there. That's where she went out. And then she traveled, but then another man where she has relation, he also did not, does not take care of her. So that's where, then she was so sad, and then she went to in the field, and in the kind of just a solitary place. There are some banana trees. Some banana tree has a big leaves, yeah. And then she stayed under a banana tree as a leaf, and she stayed there. And then she felt upside. Of course, she was sad. She was so sad, and then she was alone, loneliness. And then she stayed there, and then she just looking right and left. And there was coming a fox. A fox hold meat in his mouth. He just coming in front of her, and suddenly fox look other side. There is a water pond, like a lake. And then there are some fish jumped from this lake. So then fox suddenly leave that meat there, and the fox jumped into the lake and tried to catch a fish. Tried to catch a fish. Unfortunately, after he jumped into the water, he could not catch fish. And then he come back from this lake, out of the lake, and then he left a small piece of meat. There was some raven bird flew there, took away this meat. And then he just looked right and left, right side and left side. There is no meat, and he could not catch fish, both. And then the woman, she started to sing a song for him. And then she said, "You left your meat from your mouth. If meat is in your mouth, but if you eat, it's okay, but you left that, and then you jumped into the river or lake, and you tried to catch fish, you could not. So right now, you just look right side, left side, it's useless, you have nothing." She sang that song, and then the fox replied, "You have a very nice husband, but you left him, so he took away all your kind of jewelry things, and then your second boyfriend also did not take care of you. So right now you just stay under the banana tree and looking right and left. So we are same." So this fox The same replied same way in that song. So likewise, these stories sometimes when we criticize others. I mean, there are different ways to criticize. Criticize with our through harsh word, criticize with mentally criticize and so forth. Of course, sometimes it happened. There are some faults definitely. So sometimes we. Of course, that we criticize other beings, but in the Dharma way, best way is don't criticize. Especially as he says, a body free from complexities of activities, and that means physically stay in a kind of solitary place, and then speech also most of the time keep silence is very important, especially feature or for example anytime you will do retreat, you keep silence. It's very beneficial, because Guru Rinpoche said that if you do retreat for 1 year without keep silence, or just keep silence 1 month and practice, that the 1 month practice is more beneficial than the 1 year. So keep silence is very important. That is how you do retreat. Actually, doing retreat means there are 3: body, speech, and mind. Body, speech, and mind. Then retreat through speech means isolation of speech, or don't speak, meaningless speech, and so forth. Of course, you can recite mantras and these recitations. Even you can recite loudly, doesn't matter. So if you keep silence, actually at that time your wisdom wind start to function in your chakras and through your channels. So that's why then what you do and what you mention mentally, they all turned into the virtues. And then retreat by mind or mental isolation means then always apply mindfulness. If you are your mind is combining with attachment and aversion, then ask your mindfulness, and then you try to arise bodhicitta, compassion, and love, and so forth, and then other visualizations and so forth. So that's sometimes you are practicing with the public, and you stay in the in the city. Still you can practice. During your practice, you bring your body, speech, and mind together. Then your practice becomes very powerful. Powerful means very beneficial. It helps a lot. So that's why here says the stay alone at a solitary place. Then at a place perfect in qualities, apply yourself with diligence to practice, sitting straight and in a Vajra posture. So this Vajra posture means actually you cross your legs like you right now you sit on the meditation cushion, it has a great benefit. And also, if you have physical issue or due to your different responsibilities, if you sit on a chair, that's fun, but still you can keep some part of these postures. So there are actually 7 postures. So if you can keep these 7 postures, is very great. If you can't keep all of these things, but you try to keep one of these, then it helps you a lot. So I will share what the benefit of these postures. Okay. So first, the cross legs, and then the when you cross legs, then that downward clearing wind enters your center channel. Downward clear wind means we have a 5 root wind, and also there are 5 winds of elements. So right now we are walking, sitting, talking, standing. All of these are function with inner wind. For example, we drive car is some cars going and with electricity, or what's called electrical car, and some cars we use gas. So that's where likewise right now, even my hand move like this, that is working with my inner wind. So some wind goes down, some wind comes up, some wind pervades everywhere, and so forth. That's where if you cross your legs like this way, its benefit is your the downward clear wind or downward winds. Downward winds, physically we go into the restroom without wind in our body, then we just physically go to the restroom. There's nothing. It doesn't matter how many water we drink, we cannot pee, something like that. So that's why the downward winds, we don't give only responsibility to pee or something like that in the restroom, something. So this downward wind enters the center channel, and then what is that benefit is jealousy. It reduces jealousy. We all have jealousy. Jealousy is there is a say, I think is Patamba Sanjay, he mentioned that person who possesses jealousy, that person has no time to enjoy, happy, at that moment. That's very true. When we are jealousy, or we have that emotion of jealousy, at that time unhappy. Even others, we are unhappy with others' qualities, others' beauty, others' handsome, others' wealth, others' power, others' voice, others' any single these actions, we are unhappy. That's where then we have many opportunities to increase unhappiness. So it's unhappy. So that's where jealousy. That is how jealousy affects in our life. So this downward wind enters the center channel, and then it's reduced jealousy, less arise jealousy. So that's the first benefit. So that's where we cross legs. And sometimes you have physical issue, for example, your knees and so forth. At that time, you can sit like a material Buddha's posture. So you can sit on the chair and 2 legs put on the floor. It is same. It also benefits. And then resting hands, the how to say, in your lap, left hand, right hand put in the left hand's palm and touch two thumbs and put here. And then at that moment, then it helps you to reduce water wind. Water wind. As I mentioned, there are 5 elements, has 5 winds. So this water, sorry, I said reduce. I don't mean reduce. It's water wind start to enters your center channel. So that helps you to less angry. So that's where these 2 hands rest in your lap is very important. But sometimes these 2 hands open and just put the palms down and on your knees. That is called the actually semni ngarso. Semni ngarso means sem means mind, ni means nature, nature of mind. Ngarso means resting. Then mudara. Semni ngarso chaja. That means mudara. These join sometimes the dzogchen practices and other practices. Marpa also stays like this. So these postures are very helpful. Sometimes we exactly keep these postures. Then some part of meditation naturally arise in the mind. That is we all can experience. And then if you are comfortable, then you keep these palms here in your lap, rest in your lap. So then there is less chance to arise your angry emotion. And then keeping spine straight. The spine straight is our real, the physical is a kind of a natural. We stay like this and that. This is actually not real nature. So we keep spine a little bit straight, but very softly. Don't very kind of this. Then it's hurt. It's very quite straight like this way. And then that's you all know. But one thing is earth wind. Earth wind start to enter your center channel. Otherwise, these winds are scattered in different channels. So they go to wrong way. Like when we drive car, then we go to wrong way. It's very dangerous. Yeah, police catch and then they give us ticket. So likewise, then we are hurt and sick and lots of unhappiness feeling occurs. So that's where you straight your spine like this, and then this earth wind enters in your center channel. Then your ignorance start to reduce. We stay like, oh, I'm so cold like this, and then we start to easily fall asleep, and then our mind is foggy, so forth. But straight like this, then always waking up. So opposite of ignorance is pristine intrinsic awareness. It's like a candle light. So that's why it helps you. So this part, that is everybody can do. Whether you are you have some physical issue, even you lying your back on your chair, still a little bit straight. Do straight. Don't just too much like a lie down, something like that. So it helps you to reduce your ignorance, okay? And then the shoulders, to draw the shoulders back slightly. So it's same thing. Shoulders always coming here. I have also this habit. It's not a good one, but I don't know why. So a little bit open vastly, and then it's same thing. It's also earth wind, same wind. Earth wind. It also support to enter your earth winds in your center channel. So that's where your mind becomes clear and fresh. So it reduces your ignorance. So shoulders a little bit, how to say, is draw the shoulders back slightly. Yeah, not too much like this. And then it's to track the chain slightly. So that means chain means this. So these are actually not too much. When you do shoulders slightly open or back, then it's naturally the chain goes up and it goes a little bit back. That's but you are going to apply your mindfulness and change a little bit. How to say it says to track the chain means little bit inside, but there is your head has some heavy, so give some little bit of responsibility on your throat. It carries your head, say heavy, something like that, a little bit, not too much, a little bit inside. So it helps you to fire wind enters in your center channel, and it helps you to reduce attachment. Then to keep eyes half open and gazing down towards your nostrils, then it actually maintains, it helps you to your pervasive wind enters your center channel. But I am going to clarify, when you do that, all of this, the wind enters your center channel, not like that. If there goes that, then you become Buddha, I think, immediately. But some of these energies start to enter in your center channel. So your mindfulness is naturally, spontaneously very clear and very stable. There are lots of benefits. And then your attention, it helps your maintain your attention on a object of meditation if you apply some object. And then the special thing is it reduces self-pride. It reduces self-pride. Then the seventh is to touch the tongue to the tip of the upper palate. So that means the wind enters your center channel. So it also helps you to reduce your self-pride and reduce self-pride. That's where there are six afflictive emotions. We say 3 realms and 6 realms. Yeah, 3 realms. Usually we say above the earth and underneath the earth. 6 realms is a God's realm, demi-God's realm, human realm, animal realm, God's realm, and hell realm. But these are usually we are introducing through that way. Reality is the 6 realms means 6 afflictive thoughts: ignorance, attachment, anger, self-pride, jealous, and then self-pride and greed. So when we and then we are wandering with these 6 thoughts, 6 emotions. Sometimes we meditate and then watch ourself and this morning to till now, Physically, I do that thing, I did that thing, these things, and some through my speech, chanting that these things. But mentally, how many times I engage with my thought? What are these thoughts? Oh, that is self-pride. That is angry. That is ignorance. That is jealousy. That is attachment. So that means, oh, I am wandering in 6 realms this morning to tell now. We really understand that. So that's where we understood that. After we understood that, and then we start to fix from there. So that's the main thing right now. I'm talking about body, physical posture here, this teaching is a Vajra posture. So Vajra posture means you cross leg like this way. Right now I not complete Vajra posture. My posture is so half posture. So this it helps. The meaning is Vajra means actually outwardly, or sorry, externally. Vajra means I'm not fall very easily. You know, I'm not fall on the floor easily. That's where Vajra means very strong. And then in the internally, Vajra means it helps you, me to certain, how to say, my concentration, my attention, my focusing, they all becomes very clear. And then secretly, the Vajra means it helps to function my wisdom wind. For example, this 5 elements wind enters in my center channel, then at that time this wind becomes wisdom wind. So now that's where then wisdom wind coming there, and then it helps to my wisdom flame, how to say, turn on. If my wisdom flame turn on, then when I focus other beings, perhaps I can generate compassion. Perhaps I can perceive, oh, everything is impermanent, so I'm not attached, not jealousy. There's no reason to be jealous because, oh, he's the handsome or her beauty, they are impermanent. So why am I jealousy? Something like that. Or when I'm ready to angry, or that I can arise compassion instead of anger. Or they are my mother, they are my dharma brothers, sisters. So that's where all the way of thinking change these powers. So that's where it is very important, yeah. And then mentally, how to meditate is here. Establish mindfulness, yeah. I think, yeah. So, yeah. So mindfulness. Mindfulness is actually we are going to understand very important few things. Actually, you know some mantras. Tayatha Om Mune Mune Maha Munaye Sofa. This is Shakyamuni Buddha's mantra. We think, oh, Mune Mune means he can something. Maha Mune Shakyamuni Sofa means oh, mantra of Shakyamuni Buddha. So we recite that. But the reality is, we try to become Shakyamuni Buddha. For example, some student they try to become doctors. Yeah, doctors. They try to become like engineers. They try to become scientists or something like that. That's where they studied. Likewise, we are practicing listening. All of these things is we try to become Buddha, Shakyamuni Buddha. So Tayatha means das. That Nagarjuna made these words. Das. That means you pay attention. And then Mune. First Mune means you meditate shamatha. Second, mune means you meditate emptiness or vipassana. Mahamuna is soha means you should you realize the non-duality. So then these three things. Then you become a Buddha. So for first, it says you are going to meditate shamatha. First, you are going to meditate shamatha means it does not mean you are going to meditate only shamatha for many years, many months in some place. And then you come to practice vipassana. And then you come to practice non-duality. It does not mean like that. But it's when you start, everything is gradually you can practice. So there is 9 methods of shamatha meditation. Shamatha means in Sanskrit shanti, and calm abiding. I think it's calm abiding in English, and Tibetan say shine. Shi means peaceful. Ne means relax, peacefully relax. If we cannot relax peacefully and then physically stay in the one place, mind flies everywhere. And then mind observe all of the garbage, trash, all unhygienic phenomena. And then it's like it bring into our body, mind, so then we become unhealthy. Our life becomes unhealthy life. So that's why these are first relax peacefully, peaceful, rest peacefully. That's very first step. But you can relax peacefully. Everybody can relax peacefully. But we cannot maintain. I give you an example. If tomorrow I'm going to fly from Phoenix to Los Angeles, maybe 9:30 from Phoenix airport. But in some case, I was almost late. So then in the security check at that moment in the boarding pass or something, I was so rushed, Sometimes they change the gate number. So then I'm so kind of... then I'm very easily angry or the kind of worry and lots of things. And then I carry my big luggage. Still I'm running, even somebody say hello, hey, and there's no time to see these things. That is the example of it's our daily life. And generally, our life is like that. And then we enter in the airplane, we put luggage, everything there, and then we sit on chair, we breathe, something like that. That is the shi ne, and then we are a little bit relaxed there. And then I was not late, so it's good, and relax for a little. After 5 minutes, we cannot, and then another mobile phone check or whatever. Then I'm next step is there. I'm going to do this tomorrow. I'm going to make appointment. Oh my Lord Buddha. So we are so busy. So name is maintain. So during the meditation, we training that. So we can rest for a little while, rest at ease for a little while. But then we are going to maintain. If we practice training, try, definitely. For example, Buddha Shakyamuni was under the tree, he meditated. Sometimes there are some beautiful ladies coming and they show some kind of attachment actions. They are Mara's miracles. It's not real sisters. But then Buddha is okay, no problem. But then some Maras coming with like a very big fence and holds weapons and so forth, and almost they killed the Buddha. Still peaceful, relaxed, shanti. So then angry emotion cannot. Actually, they all come from inner power, appears from outside, and Buddha knows that, so no problem. And sometimes then Buddha, there's some kind of very foggy and like becomes like a 29th, middle of the 29th, there's no moon, no sun. It's very dark something. So it feels almost, I don't know where am I don't know what am I doing, something. But still Buddha's mind is Buddha alert. Buddha arises, his intrinsic awareness, and everything is vivid, luminous, light, lucidity, very clear. So that's why. So Buddha has this the head that all of these things he experienced. So then same thing when we have some tensions, problems, obstacles, left lots of important thing to do, but no problem, just stay peacefully. And then it's start in our body. Right now we think I do something, but in our body there are many beings. They work a lot. So if we apply emotions, we give a lot of job to them, and then they produce lots of negative things in our body. But if we arise bodhicitta or apply mindfulness, and they are also, our mind and their mind is very, connect each others. They are also experience peaceful. So that's where then our body, speech, mind, they all very kind of peace and harmony each others. So that's where then the mindfulness and meditation and shamatha is very important in this life. That's why in the ancient times some great meditators, they stayed no matter, I mean there's some occurs earthquake or other natural disasters or whatever appears, they are very relaxed, stay peacefully, no more food, they don't have a fridge. For example, Milarepa, he stays in the mountainside and his hand does like that, means he always sing a song because his mind is shanti, peaceful, his shamatha is speechless, it's inconceivable, unfathomable. His vipassana is unfathomable. So there's, it says samdutra means in the some open some special knots of the channels, and wisdom wind function in the body, and then whatever he says is become profound teachings. And all of these Milarepa's songs are, he did not learn from text, but it comes from his wisdom. That's where he always sing a song. But when we look, oh, Milarepa, you are like a homeless, you are beggar, oh, are you a ghost? Many people said that. And Milarepa is always joyfully, but his wisdom eyes sees these dharma protectors and drakas and drakinis, they're coming and offering offering mandalas, everything. So that's where he was always joyfully. His life is joyful. His life was joyful. That's where, okay, now we understand, as he said, here says profound meaning. We found profound meaning. That is also a profound meaning. And then we start to meditate. So I will share with you. First, it says resting the mind. There are 9 methods. That is very important. So first is resting the mind. Resting the mind means like a fly. Butterfly or other fly is same. They're coming on the flower and land on the flower. Same like that. When you meditate on shamatha, first you try to rest. It's like your mind can land on the object for a little while. So at that time you should continually you should repeat that. Otherwise, suddenly you are going to become like a boundless space. Sometimes it's quite difficult. So first you rest your mind on the object. It's like a flea or butterfly landed on the flower. And after a little while, then it says continual placement. Sorry, continual placement. Placement means so you landed on your attention land on the flower or other objects. Then it goes away, and then you are going to bring it back. Bring it back. This is, for example, we are meditating with the breath. I say breathe in, breathe out. You can understand one time, two time, third time you lost. I'm tired. It's too long. It's too short. Something like that. So that's where you are going to bring it back, your attention again with your breath. So that. And then third, repeat it. Repeat it means it's quite similar, but repeat it means you don't apply different methods. So it's like you are the same attention. The attention landed on the object, meditation object. When it goes away, you bring that back again. So that is actually the example is horse steering. Horse steering, I think, is like a car train. We are this method is like a what is called steering wheel. Yeah, we turn like that. So then we turn that attention on the object, and then try to rest for little while. Breathe in and out, breathe in and out. So repeat again. That is very important. Even you meditate only 5 minutes, and when you lost your attention, and then bring your attention back on the object, on your breath, for example. And then the third, that's third, yeah. Third is repeat it, and then fourth is close stealing, I think. Close setting, maybe. Close setting means that is an important one. First, you place your attention on the object, but it's not certain. That's why immediately it flies back. So, but you try to bring it back, and try to bring it back in the same way. Immediately you apply your mindfulness here. And then close sitting means you make a little bit nail, like a nail. That means you are a little bit pressed down on the object. So press down on the object means usually what we understand is press down means we just forcefully focus on the object. That is also pretty right, but there is some misunderstanding. Recently, I told you one story. Yeah, do you remember? One Lama Guru says to his student, visualize Guru on your crown. And then student he says, yes sir, something like. He went back at home and he tried to visualize him on the Guru's crown. And then Guru's head is bald, there's no hair, so he always sleepy there. He feels sleepy there. He cannot stay on the Guru's head. And then the next morning he came back to the Guru, and then Guru asked, how was your meditation? And he said, it's uncomfortable. What happened? He said, Guru, your head is bald, so I sleepy there. So he was honest, pretty, sweet, but he misunderstood. So Guru says, you visualize Guru at your crown, but he tried to sit on Guru's head. He imagined that. So his student imagined that. That's where he was uncomfortable whole night. So likewise, sometimes I say, press down, nail means you forcefully focus on your object, and then instead of a shanti or peaceful, you get tired. So that's where closed nail means there are some obstacles. Obstacles are the drowsiness. Drowsiness means like a foggy, sleepy or something. You are going to eliminate them. And there's some agitation, and your mind is too much, fly everywhere. So you are going to calm down. So that means nail on. That means close sitting. Close sitting means you eliminate obstacles of this meditation. Then your mind can rest on the object. And then number 5 is actually subduing. Subduing is also your action is quite similar. Your attention just rest on the object, same way. But then subduing means you are going to little bit increase. You are going to actually. I just said attention, yeah. Meditation, meditative attention, but the real name is samadhi. Samadhi. It's called Tinginzi. Tinginzi means means you are not forcefully doing something, very kind of peacefully and very kind of relaxing. Zin means just to stay on that object. You don't lose that object. So it's samadhi. So that way. Then during the 5 times, subduing means if you are remember the qualities of the samadhi. The remembering the quality of samadhi means you are going to little bit increase your enthusiasm in this meditation. So that benefit is the other kind of obstacles of meditations cannot enter there. For instance, if you are very, joyfully or very interesting, your favorite sport is like a basketball. There's a basketball match, and then you are watching this TV, and this is my favorite soccer. He is my favorite soccer. Right now he is kick the ball. Guest keepers there. You are so excited there, and somebody say near you, maybe your mom or your dad say please eat lunch or breakfast. You can't hear sometimes. You are so excited. Likewise, if you arise enthusiasm in the meditation, and the other small kind of drowsiness, agitated the thoughts occurs, they cannot enter inside of your meditation mind. So that is called subduing. Okay. And then number 6 is pacifying. Pacifying means then, but it's not the first. You are this is related to your experience. Experience is you can feel more kind of peaceful. You can feel internally, very deeply. You can feel peace in your body. So that's where it's possible a little bit you feel attached. There sometimes meditation teachers happen that sometimes they are a little bit they love to maintain. Even for example, you are maintain on your meditation, and I lead your meditation, and then I had the gong like a thing, and you feel a little bit, I love to maintain for a little while, but he already had the gong, something like that. So that is a good experience. So this is a pacifying. So at that time, pacifying means actually you are eliminate other thoughts. You do not effort so much to eliminate them. So that, and then completely pacifying, number 7, is completely pacifying means then you don't have some obstacles at that moment. Your object, meditation of object is, for example, breath, and then your your attention, meditation, attention, and the breath becomes inseparable. Sorry. Even sometimes one tries to separate it, no one can separate it. So that's where the some arhats they meditate. Recently, I shared with you the story. If it's too much repeat, I think you will sleep. Then my teaching lead your sleep. So otherwise, Kashyap's story. Yeah, I share. Still, his body is in the Gutipa or something. I don't know the name. So in the near the Buddha Gaya, his body is there. Some says because he meditated. So in the future, material Buddha comes and he sleep like this, and then he wake up because they have a karmic conditions. So the kind of this many meditators, even there are how many kind of obstacles are there, no problems. So that's why completely pacifying. Your attention is single-pointedly rest on an object. At that moment, the object and the subject become inseparable. Then number 8 is one-pointed. Yeah, what is the difference? The one-pointed and this first completely pacifying is at that time you even you maintain very long term, like a 30 minutes or 1 hour and a half days, then you don't have thoughts. So you are very kind of, you don't want to make efforts. There's a story. Now one day Milarepa stayed in the mountainside. There was one shepherd coming. His name Trahi something. He came, not Trahi, sorry, Sanje something, Sanje. So then he came there and asked Milarepa to teach something, and then Milarepa gave him the meditation methods. And then Milarepa said, you meditate on these methods. And then he said yes. And then he went to the another side, next the Milarepa's retreat place, cave. And then he meditated 7 days. And other kind of his friends came back because he did not collect his yaks, sheep. And then his father worried about him. What happened? He asked the other shepherd, where is my son? Then they say, your son went to, there is some meditator in the mountainside. At that time, Milarepa is not well known, but there was some meditator, like a sage. And he went there. He said he is going to listen some teaching. He went there. Then we don't know. And then he waiting few days, but still he did not come. And then he went to the Milarepa and he said, where is my son? And Milarepa said, oh, not yet come he back. But he went to meditate somewhere, so I don't know. Milarepa also replied that. And then his father, of course, loved his son, so he searched his son. And then he stayed in a small cave, stay like this. And then his father said, oh, I worried about you so much. Why you are stay? It's 7 days. We lost you for 7 days. And then he said, oh, really? I thought this is just for a few minutes. So that is the exactly happened like one point. It means then focus on an object and then rest on there. No hungry, no cold. Otherwise, it's possible I'm afraid because maybe there are some ghosts, or maybe there are some, some animals, hunters or something. But he feels this is a very short moment. So time flies means real time flies at that moment. So, and then number 9 is rest evenly. Rest evening means it's economic. At that time, you completely accomplish shamatha. So recently, there were some masters, they meditated on shamatha they really experience. They have many wonderful stories. They experienced shamatha. So today we actually I have planned to talk more of these things, but only the shamatha part we cannot finish about many things. But we done these 9 methods. So it's effortlessly you can rest, and equanimity means at that time your shamatha almost start to turn vipassana. So vipassana shamatha's differences is that vipassana is a more kind of in this Tibetan tradition. Vipassana is kind of examining many things. Emptiness, simplicity. How is its simplicity? Something experientially examining that. But then many people think, vipassana is kind of intellectually practice. Shamatha is good. Most of the time we think, it's similar, quite similar like that. But if you improve shamatha well, and you are stand up ground of shamatha, and then you are acknowledge these things. So that is, for example, some drowsiness or agitated thoughts occur to you, and you are stand up on the shamatha permanently, so you cannot move away by these agitated thoughts. But then you are start to watch the agitated thoughts. Agitated thoughts start to be shy. For example, one person look at one person like this. Sometimes then we feel shy. We cannot look at each other longer, something like that. And then it start to move. This is important, okay? Agitated thoughts and shamatha, they are stand up here and watch each others. And then your vipassana is very powerful because your shamatha support your vipassana, and agitated thoughts are here. So agitated thoughts start to move. Agitated start to move. What happened is it's automatically dissolved here in your vipassana. That's where your vipassana become winner. If your vipassana is not strong because your shamatha is weak, and then agitated thoughts stand up here, and then vipassana cannot watch, cannot gaze. And your vipassana start to function or something move, and then it overpowers. Your agitated thoughts overpowers, and then you lose. And then I'm hurt, my back, my knees, and I worry my dogs are somewhere, so they didn't get food or something. Or maybe some the post office, they bring some letters to me. I already ordered some pizza in the restaurant, and your body is in the meditation kosher, but your mind is busy as a bee. So then you fly, and then after 1 hour or half hour, there's no result. I meditate, the result is that or something like this or something. So that's where there are some obstacles. So you are going to remove these obstacles. But today we have no time to share all of these obstacles and antidotes of these obstacles, how to apply this. It's very important. They are very subtle, very details, but it's connect each others very clearly. So if you apply these things, definitely you can successfully improve your meditation, your retreat. And same like your bodhicitta and compassion. Without bodhicitta and compassion, then our practice is not unique practice. If our practice isn't unique practice, result is not unique. So if result is not unique, then we cannot attain Dharmakaya. We cannot become enlightened. If we cannot become enlightened, then always we have some challenges by our obstacles and so forth. So these part are also very important, but we can discuss another week. Yeah. And thank you so much, all of you. And then we are going to dedicate our merit. And dedication means we saved our merit. Dedication has a special power. Each and every practitioners collect all of this common merit, collected, and then we keep it in the special storage or some special like a bank. Then it will never finish, never exhaust, never how to say. Then this merit become unlimited, and so that's where dedication is very important. But dedication has lots of way to explain. So that time we can discuss more. Okay, and then everybody, please arise your bodhicitta. Bodhicitta. Think. May all beings be happy, or may all beings attain Buddhahood. Then I recite when you are thinking this, or you have this text, then open this page number 56, okay? Ma ho ngom zar zonje na wan da ye zu ju do je jen bo dang yan de zhen ba de je do na la zan je jiang sa ba me gor je gor de je ngo za ba de me ba ye de wa jin je ja wei jen gan de da yin de ne zhen be je ma da je wai jin je bar ma je ba re de re jin ne na de jan do jo de ge do ge mo la da ba ye xiao jie zang jie jiang zhen dam jie jie ge mi zhe bar xin jie la de zer da ya da ben zan zhe ya van bo de na ye zu wa. Okay, thank you so much, all of you. Anyone can give me the verse, the name? Oh, thank you.
All right, folks. So for those of you who have joined us for these teachings on the essence of Mahayana, we thank you for coming. For those of you who'd like to stay, please do not go anywhere. We'll be back with you in just a few minutes as we take care of the technical aspects. Thank you.
Thank you, Khenpo.